Nutrition in human being. The alimentary canal is basically a long tube extending from the mouth to the anus. You will see in figure 6.6, we can see that the tube has different parts. Various regions are specialized to perform different function. So what happened to the food once it enters our body? We shall discuss this process today. First of all, have a look at the alimentary canal. This starts from mouth and ends at anus. Mouth is a slit-like aperture opens into buccal cavity. Then esophagus, which opens into stomach. Stomach opens into small intestine, which opens into large intestine, and ultimately last one is anus. There is appendix also. It is a vestigial organ. It's supposed to vestigial organ in human. Now mouth, oral cavity and teeth. Students, we eat various types of food which has to pass through the same digestive tract. Naturally, the food has to be processed to generate particles which are small and of the same texture. This is achieved by crushing the food with our teeth. Since the lining of the canal is soft, the food is also wetted to make its passage smooth. When we eat something, we like our mouth waters. This is actually not only water, but a fluid called saliva, secreted by the salivary gland. Very amazingly, this saliva contains an enzyme that is called salivary amylase, which breaks down starch. Starch is a complex molecule of carbohydrate. Okay, so it breaks down into sugar with the help of enzyme. Which enzyme? Salivary amylase, where it is present in saliva. A little bit digestion of starch start from oral cavity itself, converted into maltose. Salivary amylase is an enzyme. So what is enzyme? The food we ingest is in its complex nature. If it is to be absorbed from the alimentary canal, it has to be broken into smaller molecule. How can we break this food? This is done with the help of biological catalyst called enzyme. So enzyme are the biological catalyst, and the saliva contains an enzyme called salivary enzyme, which convert starch into maltose. Peristaltic movement. A specific type of movement starts from esophagus. Why? It is necessary to move the food in a regulated manner along the digestive tube so that it can be processed properly in each part. The lining of canal has muscles that contract rhythmically in order to push the food forward. These peristaltic movements occur all along the gut, but starting from esophagus. You can see at the screen the food is moving in a rhythmic way downwardly. Now from the mouth, the food is taken to the stomach through the esophagus. Esophagus is also known as food pipe. Okay. The stomach is a large organ which expands when food enters it. Its capacity is approx 7 liter. And the muscular wall of the stomach help in mixing the food thoroughly. Mixing the food thoroughly. सारा खाना मिल जाता है. With more digestive juices. Digestive juices means gastric juice, intestinal juice, bile juice, pancreatic juice. So now the food will enter into stomach. When food enter into stomach, there is a valve, that is cardiac sphincter. It is a valve located at the lower end of esophagus, which prevent backflow of the stomach contents into the esophagus. You can see clearly at your screen the cardiac sphincter is there after esophagus, and the now food is in stomach. So cardiac sphincter is a muscle, okay, which allow the entry and prevent the exit. Some gastric glands are present in stomach. The digestion in stomach is taken care of by the gastric gland present in the wall of the stomach. Gastric gland is where? In the wall of the stomach. These release hydrochloric acid, HCl, and a protein digesting enzyme called pepsin and mucus. The HCl creates an acidic medium which facilitates the action of enzyme pepsin. You know what other function do you think is served by this HCl? Yes, you are right. To kill germ present in food coming from the mouth. And there is mucus also in stomach. HCl function is over. Now mucus. This mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of the acid under normal condition. Otherwise, this acid will damage the inner lining of stomach. Student, inside the stomach, gastric gland also secrete pepsin enzyme. Actually, pepsin is secreted in inactive form, that is pepsinogen, and converted into pepsin with the help of HCl. Pepsin is active, and this pepsin convert proteins into peptones and proteoses. Now one more sphincter muscle, that is called pyloric sphincter. The exit of food from the stomach is regulated by a sphincter muscle which releases it in a small amount into the small intestine. And from the intestine, where it moves, we will discuss later, but you can see at your screen that there is cardiac sphincter, that is the opening of stomach, and pyloric sphincter, that is the exit valve of stomach. So, thank you student to be with me. Thank you. Have a nice day.